Welcome to another episode of Worst Case Scenario Gap. I got really sick. I basically had the worst gastro I think I've ever had in my life. Definitely the worst I've had in my life. Was woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning, had stomach cramps, and basically thought I was going into labour, and I was like, oh no, I've had one of those surprise pregnancies where you don't know you're pregnant for like 9 months and then you just pop out a baby one day and you're like, what am I going to do with this? But no, it definitely wasn't a baby. Probably was bigger than one though, in sections. Then stuff started coming out of me like lava. You know when like a garden hose hasn't been used in like a really long time and there's air bubbles trapped in it, and it kind of like, when you turn it on, the water spurts out, it's like that kind of really violent action. Yeah, that's what happened to me. That was what my body was doing out of my butt. I felt like my organs were falling out of me. And it was like a blender inside, like crushing my entire insides and then blending it into a smoothie. That's essentially what happened. I was so ill I couldn't hold down water. I was throwing up, and so Megan took me to the hospital and I had to stay there overnight to get my fluids back up. And I was like, I don't know how this could have happened. And it was because when we were in Myanmar doing a visa run, we went to a temple, and at the temple there was a really cool little drinking station. And you know when you go to the bank and they attach pens with like a rope so that you don't steal a pen from the bank? They had that at the drinking station, but with cups. So you could like go and use the communal cup to go and take a drink at the drinking station. So I used the communal cup, which thousands of people before me had probably used and drunk from, literally thousands, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Nah, I'm invincible, I'm gonna drink from this. And then I died 1,000 deaths. It was terrible. And the funny thing is that throughout this whole trip, Megan and I have been having this ongoing joke about the day, or like today's the day. And the day refers to the day that one of us is going to poo our pants because it's impossible to hold on any longer, or we've got food poisoning, or there's just no toilet around, or yeah, there's lots of situations where that could happen. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let today be the day. I want the day to be like a day when we're walking, for it to be hilarious. But no, while I was sleeping, I was like, you know what? I didn't go to the toilet at all while I was sleeping last night. That's amazing, because usually I've been going 5 times every hour. And then I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I'd pooed myself. It was not a happy moment, not a proud moment. I just wanted Mum. And to all those people that pay to go on like the detox diets or have those skinny teas or anything like that, seriously, just go to Myanmar, drink from the communal cups, you'll be fine. Get a parasite in ya. No, don't do that. That's actually very deadly. Do not do that. Don't. You know what I realized though, is that people actually pay pretty good money to get like colonic irrigations. I only had to pay the very high hospital fees, which I will get back on travel insurance. So, you know what? Who's the real winner in the end? I mean, really, it's like the new celeb thing, and I just went and got it done myself. Hashtag innovative. Still wish I hadn't pooed my pants though. And you know what's really awkward is that I'm talking about this at a cafe and I'm probably putting people off their food. Lost a lot of weight, but I'm still alive. I really was starting to come to terms with the fact that I was going to live the rest of my life with a prolapsed bowel. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it's when your bowel's like literally hanging outside of your body. And that's what I thought was happening to me. That's what it felt like was happening to me. It didn't, but it was well on the way. My body will never be the same again.